Alright, so most of you watching this are either aspiring YouTubers or YouTubers currently looking to break into the bigger product market when it comes to reviews and overviews. What I want to do today is share with you all some of my tips and tricks on how I've acquired product to show you guys how you can get product review samples free of charge. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? It's QuazyDog here, and like I said before the intro rolled, today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my tips and tricks on how to actually go ahead and acquire product samples for YouTube reviews and overviews. So let's start with a brief sort of rundown on who I am and what I do on YouTube. My name is Andrew, and I actually go by the handle QuazyDog on YouTube. I started off as a Let's Play channel and migrated over time to a tech YouTuber. Tech has always been a passion of mine, but I was a little worried about the startup costs both with product and gear to sort of make the productions that I really wanted to make. Fast forward about a year, I got tired of doing the Let's Play thing, and I finally branched off to doing tech YouTube overviews, reviews, things like that. So what I've done over the last year or so is sort of perfected a few different techniques that I use to gain products. Now, as you guys can see, my subscriber base is pretty small, but using some of these tips, tricks, and techniques, I've had the unique opportunities of working with brands such as ViewSonic, Elgato, Linksys, TP-Link, and many, many more, things that I would have felt were kind of outside of my reach. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and pass these tips and tricks on to you guys, so hopefully you can find some success as well. Okay, so I truly think that step number one is a self-assessment. Who are you and what can you bring to the table? This is going to help you target exactly who you're going to go after and set a proper success rate when it comes to obtaining products. So using me for an example, I have roughly about 2,000 subscribers and my total video view count is around 200,000. My average view count as of late when it comes to my new videos is anywhere between 100 and 10,000 views depending on what the video is and how I search engine optimize it. So using that as an example, I'm certainly not going to go after big industry greats like Nvidia or MSI or anything like that because honestly, I don't have anything to offer those companies. They're going after the big YouTubers. So there's no point in setting yourself up for failure from the very start. Set your expectations appropriately. So now that you have proper expectations set and you know who to target, let's go about seeing exactly how to do that. And there's a few different ways. So the very first way I'm going to talk about is just going to the manufacturer's website. There's a lot of manufacturers, especially cable and accessory manufacturers, that actually have reviewership or YouTube programs. You can go on, go to their site, go through all the links, sign up, and with that, if you're selected, they'll actually send you product for free for the purpose of review. That's by far probably one of the easiest ways to go about it and get started. Keep in mind, we're not doing this forever, but this is what we're using as a good base to actually start off if you're new to YouTube or looking to actually get into more YouTube reviews and overviews. Is start with a base. Build yourself up a video catalog before you start going after the bigger fish. Alright, so there's one example. So let's say the company that you're looking to target doesn't have a reviewership program or anything like that. How exactly are you going to go about contacting them? Well, there's a few different ways. To get the easiest one out of the way first, take a look at social. A lot of times these companies are very active on platforms like Instagram and Twitter, and a lot of times it's very easy to reach out to them, start DMing, and get products that way. But what I want to talk about a little bit further are some of the other ways to go about it and how to do it correctly. So let's say the business that you're trying to target doesn't have a reviewership program. How exactly are you going to hit them up and try to get some product? Well, most major manufacturers have a contact us section on their website, so I'd recommend checking in there. A lot of the times you're going to find either a press form or an email to contact either marketing or press, or even something along the lines of a reviewership program to see if you can go about obtaining product. Now, there's a right and a wrong way to do this, and I'm going to walk you guys through exactly what I do when I actually go about contacting one of these companies to sell myself for success within the first interaction. So I watched a Linus Tech Tips video the other day, and Taryn actually had a screen scrape of one of the emails that he used to contact a company for a product sample. It was a 1 to 2 line, little tiny email that he sent to try to get, I believe it was an electric bike. If I can find the clip, I'll actually throw it up on screen now. Now, that's great for them because all they have to say is, I'm X and I get all of these views. Send me something and you'll get featured. We can't do that as small YouTubers. So what I want you guys to do is be a little bit more thorough when it comes to exactly how you're asking for product. Now, what I do is start off at the top addressing who it is I'm actually contacting, whether it be Belkin, Linksys, ViewSonic, or really any company, it doesn't matter. So I'll start off saying, something along the lines of, hello, my name is Andrew. I run a small YouTube channel under the handle QuasiDog. I'm from the East Coast of Canada, and the tech scene here is relatively small, so I don't have a lot of access or exposure to businesses to work with locally. And honestly, all of that is true. Sell yourself as a person. Be very genuine about it as well, because if not, it's all going to come out in the wash eventually. So you're going to want to be upfront with exactly what you're doing and what your intentions are. So I usually go into another paragraph and say, something along the lines of, I'm contacting you today to see if there's anything that you would like featured or reviewed on YouTube. Now, this I think is honestly very, very crucial and key. Don't ask for something specific. The reason is it opens you up for a no. If I were to contact, let's say, MSI, for an example, and say, hey, I'm building a computer, can you please send me a GTX 1080 to review? Well, obviously they're going to say no. I'm not TLD or Jay's 2 cents or somebody established within the industry that a company is going to send me, an $800 to $1,000 GPU. But if I go about saying, is there anything that you need for review on YouTube? Maybe they do. Maybe they actually have a small RX 460 or 450 that a lot of the bigger, more established YouTubers really don't want to target. They don't want to take their time to make a video on it. Well, that opens up the gates for you to actually go ahead and get your foot in the door with that company and show them exactly what you have to offer. Okay, so you've introduced yourself, you've asked the company if there's anything that they need reviewed, so what exactly is the next step? Well, you really have to answer the ROI question, or return on investment. What exactly is it that you have to offer that's going to validate that company giving you a product? At the end of the day, the products are worth money. It doesn't matter what it is or who it's coming from. What they're doing is they're giving you something that is worth money. So what do they get in return? Well, what I usually say to sell myself is something along the lines of, I produce all of my content in 4K and either downscale it to 1080 24 or leave it in 4K. I also produce all of my audio or record all of my audio with a professional audio recorder. Right now I'm using the Zoom H1, not super professional, but it's definitely not an onboard microphone. When I publish my videos, I use appropriate SEO tactics or search engine optimization to ensure that my videos are top ranking in both YouTube as well as Google. And that's really key because that's showing a business that you know exactly what you're doing, you're getting your content out there, it's being seen, and that a lot of the times is more important than the actual subscriber count of the producer. Yes, a high subscriber count usually translates to a high amount of views, but not always. So going in and actually using search engine optimization and telling a business that you know how to do it will almost guarantee or reassure them at least that you're going to take all steps possible to get your content in front of as many people as possible, which is the end game when it comes to reviews or, again, ROI, that return on investment. Now, I don't want to name exactly who it was, but earlier last year, I contacted a company and I asked them for some products. They were nice enough to, well, I guess not just say no, but let me know exactly what it was that they were looking for from a content creator to validate or ROI that product. And that was at least 5,000 views within the first 2 weeks of publishing your video. So, using my example of me personally, at 2,000 subscribers, maybe I can't get 5,000. But selling yourself in the way of saying, I know what I need to do to get those is going to make you look more attractive, I should say, than just saying, hi, my name's Andrew, I have 2,000 subscribers, give me something for free. So going through and saying, I'm going to SEO this, I'm going to share this on all of my social media, different things like that. You're opening yourself up and answering a lot of questions that a business may have before they actually have to ask them. And the good thing is it's going to reduce correspondence. You're going to be more likely to get a yes, but it's going to sell yourself as being more professional as well. Now, the one kicker that I do, and I recommend that you guys do this as well, especially if you're a small YouTuber, is let the company know that you're not seeking payment. YouTube is pretty cutthroat when it comes to the tech scene, and everybody is looking for a payday. I used to actually do some influencer marketing with a company not too long ago, and I reached out to a lot of semi-established YouTubers and got a lot of responses back like, yes, I'll look at your product, I'll feature your product, I'll do an ad for you, but I want $500. I want $1,000. There's even some people within the 300 subscriber range that asked for like $20 to $30, and none of them ever got product. I mean, sure, they probably get it from a lot of other people, but we can't do that as small YouTubers. You want to build a database of videos. You want a catalog that you can present to that next client to say, hey, look at these 15 videos that I've done with proper SEO and decent views and good quality and good interaction. And the way that you get there is by doing some work for free first. So what I always do is I let businesses know that I am not seeking any financial compensation for my work, and I only ask that they supply the materials necessary to produce the content. So that's talking about the product or products. So what you're saying is, all I want you to do is send me that product. I will work my ass off to try my best to get that in front of as many people as possible by doing, and you've already explained that before, and I don't need paid. And a lot of the times, that alone will get you a yes or get you a partnership. So that's one thing that I would recommend. And I guess at the end of your correspondence as well, I want you guys to make sure that you're sending links and examples to your social and to some of the video work that you've done with a high amount of views or proper search engine optimization or things like that. Examples of almost like a portfolio of exactly what you can offer. And I guarantee you, if you guys do this well, you will get success. Now, once you have sort of a platform established, please, for the love of God, do not just copy and paste this to every business out there. The reason for that is a lot of these businesses may deal with external PR firms. And the thing is, if you're sending a copy and paste email to, let's say, 5 businesses, there's a good chance that 2 of those businesses will be working with the same PR firm. And it's going to look very unprofessional and ungenuine if you just go about doing a copy and paste job. They're just gonna trash that. They're gonna throw that away right then and there. So be genuine, be thorough, sell yourself, but also when you're writing these correspondences and asking for product, make it, or sort of tune it, I should say, to that business specifically. You don't have to completely write it from scratch, but use your template as a backbone and work from there and tune it specifically to that business. And this is going to help you find success, whether it's looking for products, whether it's looking for partnerships or anything like that. You need to answer all of these return on investment questions and really sell yourself as a person and how you produce your content, more so than actually just showing them content itself. So let's go into maybe some more examples here outside of email correspondence of how you can go about getting free product for review. Now, let's go ahead and assume you haven't started YouTube yet, or you're not established enough that you feel comfortable sort of answering some ROI or return on investment statements. How are you going to get product to start producing video reviews on? Well, there's a lot of other outlets that you can explore outside of just emailing and using, let's say, YouTube for a purpose. Now, one thing that I've found success with, and a lot of other people have as well, would be Amazon reviews. So they've changed their policies around a little bit, but the bare bones of it all kind of remains the same. There are a lot of businesses out there that are looking for reviewers to cover their products for their Amazon stores. Now, you can go about using external services like giveaway services, AMZ Review Trader, Vipon, VIPON.com. A lot of these sites offer different ways of contacting distributors or stores to either get free or highly discounted product for the purpose of reviews. Now, understandably, you're gonna have a commitment to fill when it comes to the Amazon side of that, but the flip side is you get to keep that product. Then you can use that product to start going through and doing some YouTube content. So it's kind of giving you a 2-for-1 deal. Not only are you getting and establishing yourself on Amazon as a different platform, but you're also using that to build a backlog or a catalog of products you can then repurpose for YouTube. And that's what I've done a little bit in the past as well. I've actually gone about getting myself in the top 500 on the Amazon.ca review board. Now with that, now I have a lot of companies contacting me where I don't even have to do the legwork, and they offer me products in exchange for reviews. Again, since Amazon changed their policies, some companies are even asking whether or not I produce content on other means or I have other social platforms that I can use to sort of give them exposure instead. So what I would recommend is if you're going to use Amazon as a platform, be sure that you're actually including all of the links to your social, to your YouTube, all of those things when it comes to building your profile on Amazon, to be sure that if a business is looking at contacting you, they can see, again, that ROI or that return on investment of exactly what you can offer them in exchange for product. Now, other than that, I still want to stick with Amazon as a profile or a platform for a moment, because there is one more thing that you can do with it. So let's say you don't want to use external services and you don't want to go about signing yourself up for Amazon reviews and things like that. You don't have a lot of time. You really just want to concentrate on YouTube, and I totally get that. Another thing that you can do is take a look and find products. Again, set your expectations appropriately. Give yourself a thorough and honest self-assessment, and don't go after the big fish. You're building a base foundation here. So go after things that you truly feel are attainable. Now, once you've found a product, over on the bottom right-hand side of Amazon, there's actually a section to contact the seller. Once you contact them, what I would recommend is writing a little proposal to, again, say, "Hi, my name is Andrew. I am a top 500 reviewer, or I am a YouTube creator," or whatever it is that you want to write, and ask whether or not they would be willing to work with you in exchange for some press or something along those lines. Again, sell yourself using all the appropriate return on investment statements. And with that, the other thing that I do recommend is even in MS Paint or something like that, just write your email address and save it as a JPEG. You can't actually attach email addresses, when it comes to using Amazon as a platform for messaging and correspondence. And a lot of sellers don't want to actually have these conversations through the built-in messaging system. So where you can't attach the email because it'll just blank out for like an Amazon security, you can actually make a picture or a JPEG of your email, attach it within your correspondence, and let them know. Say, hey, if you want to continue correspondence outside of this messaging platform, I've included my email in this JPEG image. Go ahead and reach out to me externally. And I've had a little bit of success with companies like One by One as an example, finding their store on Amazon and reaching out to them that way, because the traditional methods of actually just contacting their PR team didn't work. Because at the end of the day, you're doing it, how many other people do you think are doing it as well? So thinking outside of the box a little bit, maybe even using Instagram and DMing, go a different way. See if you can contact them in an alternate mean to really show them that you're thinking outside of the box and that you have a lot to offer as a reviewer. All right, guys, so that's about it. Again, I just wanted to make this quick, unscripted video to show you guys how you can actually go about obtaining products for review if maybe you're not quite established yet, or you're worried about maybe spending too much money buying these products for review. There's a lot of really quick and easy ways to contact businesses, again, whether it be over Twitter, Instagram, using an actual PR form on their website, contacting their PR team, or utilizing and exercising Amazon stores to go out and start building sort of a little bit of a relationship with some of these product vendors and things like that to build a portfolio to maybe go after some bigger fish later on down the road. The biggest thing, again, that I can't stress enough is please do an honest self-assessment when it comes to who you are and what you have to offer. In my mind, I truly believe that you only get one chance for a good first impression. And if I were a business, I wouldn't want to say no to somebody and then 6 months later that same person messages me again with almost the same ROI statement, and I again have to say no or just entirely delete that correspondence. So don't go too big right off the start. Set your expectations appropriately, and with that, I can guarantee you guys some great successes. So, that being said, if you guys found this video helpful at all, I'd really appreciate a like, and stick around. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing. It's free of cost, and at the end of the day, I really think that you'll find some great content either coming up in the future, or maybe something in my back catalog that you'll like as well. Until next time, my name is QuazyDog, you guys have been awesome, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.